Hello, welcome to SquishiVision, where my name is Harris, and I'm going to give my thoughts on Moon Knight the Goldfish problem. Literally just finished watching it with my thoughts, raw and filtered, going to throw them at you without having any chance to really go through the episode in much detail, which I probably don't need to do, because I think out of all of the properties, actually probably so far, maybe I'm wrong, maybe every single MCU adaptation, well, I guess Guardians of the Galaxy is an exception, but the Guardians of the Galaxy are also basically a Firefly-esque James Gunn thing, so that wasn't too hard to kind of understand for myself. Anyway, especially out of all the Marvel Studio TV shows. Sorry for a slight stumble there. I got an email and it had my name right in the top, and it's like, email about me! Panic! And it was an actual written email, not spam email. Anyway, you don't want to hear about that, you want to hear about my thoughts on Moon Knight. Yeah, so I don't know anything about Moon Knight. I'm pretty certain even actually before the show was... In fact, no. The only thing I knew about Moon Knight before the show was announced was that meme where Moon Knight is walking down the staircase being like, "Where are you, Dracula? You nerd. You owe me money." Something along those lines. There's some vulgarity in there as well. And I don't know anything else apart from that about Moon Knight. And then the show released and I saw a few more memes. I know he has some degree of self-awareness, but not like Deadpool level of self-awareness. I think, maybe I'm thinking of something else. Maybe I am thinking of Moon Knight, Deadpool. But yeah, no, I didn't. I don't know. As long as it's more or less completely blind. I mean, the trailers then, have a good degree of the premise of what the show's about. And, so this isn't going to be me comparing the adaptation of Moon Knight to the comics of Moon Knight. No, that's what I did really anyway, because, I think it's silly. I mean, to a degree anyway. The films are an alternate universe version of the comic books, because comic books have long since been established to exist in multiple dimensions anyway, every single strand of different comic book series. Anyway, the show pretty much established that, there was going to be a person with, had trouble sleeping, had trouble telling reality from dreams, had multiple realities, didn't know what was going on, that kind of, a lot of kind of thriller-esque, mental kind of stuff. And yeah, I mean, it delivers on that, and it, and there's still a lot of answers we don't have, questions we need to be asking. So, like, for example, the goldfish problem. He wakes up what he thinks is the morning after. His goldfish now has 2 bins, but he was at the pet shop the night before, which you can't remember. So clearly something's happened to poor Gus, and someone's replaced Gus with someone else. He also has lost 2 days of his life. Apparently she has a body of someone called Mark, who's a mercenary. He keeps kind of flopping between the two, and Mark's a pretty violent person. I think we've probably got some of our most violent, outside of the kind of Disney, ABC and Netflix shows, probably some of our most violent Marvel content. But only the aftermaths, not the actual actions, which I think is why they got away with it being a bit more violent. And yeah, so going to, and they set up, the British Mark, the London accent, as a very relatable kind of Londoner, but basically, all the kind of troubles of commuting and stuff. But even before we get to the Mark bit, there's still weird stuff like he's calling his mum a whole bunch, but always goes to answer phone, and it seems to be implied that he never really kind of talks to her. He only just leaves her messages, but doesn't find that weird. Doesn't appear to be concerned by that. He also gets postcards from her. He has all these rituals, such as taping on his door, putting a leg restraint on, putting someone around his bed, clearly to make sure he doesn't, or make sure that when he wakes up he knows if he's been out in bed or not. So clearly he knows something is, and he tries not to go to sleep for as long as possible, which mood relate. Whereas someone who's constantly fatigued due to disabilities, kind of I can also not relate to. I've avoided different reasons. He probably doesn't sleep, have dreams. But clearly he knows, you know, something is up even before this level of awareness. Something's happened, you know, something has changed, and now he gets a high sense of awareness, or rather he wakes up whilst Mark is in control. Well, the implication is, I think before then, it's very separated, and you know, Mark has never been in control whilst Steven has been awake, or rather, Steven's never been in control and Mark's been awake. But Mark seems to have a better idea of what's going on. So if the camera's shaking, I actually, this is a too much information section. I'm holding back a fart, and that's why I'm fidgeting in my chair. And as soon as I finish the stream, I'm going to go do that fart. So if I feel like I'm rushing or uncomfortable, and the fact that everything in this shot is currently kind of shaking, I've just finished for dinner, eating a burger, and a whole bunch of chips, and now it's kind of like time to release the gas. You didn't want to know about. Oh god, this part really did come up. No, it isn't. Okay, let's hurry up. So where was I? Well, I got distracted by this brewing gaseous explosion that's coming up. And then yeah, so he goes to sleep one day and wakes up in some other, looks vaguely European country, where Arthur is apparently judging people, and also wants a scarab. We don't know what the scarab is for. We don't know what, you know, Arthur seems this kind of messiah figure, and he gets kind of interestingly cut action piece, which is like very kind of shaky cam, very much following kind of Arthur's, sorry, not Arthur, Steven's perspective, and I can really enjoy it. Like how it kind of like, sticks to him and keeps him in the main shot, and everything else we see is very much in the background, happening around him. Kind of like, almost like reverse point of view shot, but you know, it's not, it's an attached camera, but it's kind of close in the same vein. And you know, he goes around, we keep like having these time ellipses where Mark takes over, we don't know what happens, we come back and it's like covered bodies surrounding me, like what's going on, and then there's a voice that he hears, which the credits mentioned which character it belongs to, and I can't remember now it is, and I'm sure if you are a comic fan / an Egyptian. You may have heard a fart. At least I stopped fidgeting. See those pros and cons. If you don't have that fart, and then there's after farts, and so you're like, oh, I've just had a really satisfying fart, but now I kind of still need to fart. This is the kind of stuff I do when I do my reactions. I go on tangents about my bodily functions. But hey, now I'd concentrate more on my review, so that's kind of what I guess, you know, swings and roundabouts. Yeah, because I like how the kind of camera follows pretty closely. But then you get his time ellipses and bodies around him, and then I think, yeah, and there's some weird thing where like a whole bunch of logs fell on the guys chasing him, and then after that point he woke up back in his home and like everything was kind of normal, except his fish now had 2 fins, and someone had been in his flat and used the phone or disturbed the place the phone was hidden, and he was able to kind of discover that phone, and someone else on the phone line who knows Mark, and Mark hasn't been in contact with him for months. When he goes to the museum and Arthur's there, and Arthur kind of, I guess, understands a bit more of what's happening, but doesn't explain the whole detail. He knows about the voice in his head, and he wants to help him now, but then, you know, freaks out, runs away, and then there's a dog that chases him for some reason. Actually, I like when the shots where the dog moves a bit in the background, but it's still focusing on Steven. I think I like it because I'm shooting my own dissertation film right now, which has similar shots in it, and I'm watching that sequence being like, ooh, what did I do that makes me an actual filmmaker that I kind of already did in my film, and then, you know, bits and pieces like that, essentially. And what can I steal for my last day of shoot tomorrow? And then, you know, he runs into a bathroom, and we get the first kind of clear interaction with him and Mark, and which kind of indicates that Mark knows a bit more about what's going on than Steven does. So Mark's like, you know, you've got to give me control, and Steven's is obviously freaking out, and obviously Steven agrees, and I'm not sure if he consciously actually gives control or whatever, but you know, he turns into Moon Knight, whilst the dog pounces on him, and then next week sees him beating the crap out of the dog, which To us, it isn't the most impactful of reveals for a hero. I think it was very kind of last couple of seconds, but I guess that's what they were trying to go for. So yeah, I am. It was interesting. It was setting up an interesting premise. It's quite, you know, there's definitely like a. I don't know where the series is gonna go. I don't know what's going on. I don't know who everyone else is. I don't know what the crack is. And I've got a lot of questions to ask. Good place to set up this episode. Apparently everyone else agrees because it's getting pretty solid first episode reviews. I don't actually know how long this series is. I don't know if it's kind of more of a 6 episode thing or if it's more of a 12 episode thing. But yeah, I mean, I don't know how much thoughts of them, but I think it's shot very well. I like this, which I feel like I like the use of a lot of negative space. Something that I'm fond of doing in my own films. And I like kind of the juxtaposition between what I like kind of very standard shots and then what are very kind of, you know, we cut to like more shaky, more documentary style, more kind of rough cut feel esque stuff. And also I really like Oscar Isaac in this. He's doing a fantastic job. He's doing a very good like accent. The kind of very working class London accent. A very like mild mannered-ish to it, and he like you know, you very quickly feel sorry for him. I think you feel sorry for him before he even actually does anything. Really, just like the first scene, and he kind of goes. Also, speaking of first scenes, the guy puts broken glass into his shoes, and so as someone who's very sensitive about foot horror, like, you know, nails through feet, broken toes, that, you know, foot gore. I don't like foot gore. I'm a bit sensitive to it, probably because I've got like very mal, like, I mean, you think I would be sensitive to it, but someone's got very malaligned ankles already. My feet are already kind of really messed up. I get really sensitive towards kind of foot gore, so someone putting broken glass into their shoe and then stepping into it, and I'm like, no, I don't want to see this. This is already a big nope. This episode, quite keen. I think this is actually a 6 episode series, so strong opener. Hopefully, you know, we push the momentum, because I think a lot of these 6 series shows I've seen in the last 12 months take their time getting to like the momentum section, and then by the time that happens, you're like, well, I've dealt with a lot of this maybe a bit sooner, to be honest, but we'll see how it goes. So, those are the thoughts. Let me know what you think. Put the comments and reactions below, and yeah, I'm happy I bought this you know, HDMI thing for an actual webcam rather than using a camcorder rather than using a webcam, because instantly the green screen works much better. I mean, it's not perfect, but for a live stream vlog, it'll do. So, thanks for watching, and I will see you. Sorry, I meant to do this and I actually jumped to my other stuff. Well, actually, what I'm going to do now next is I'm going to live stream playing the new season of Fortnite, because I've held off until I could stream it, and I'm missing out stuff, so I'll that. That's my gaming channel, which I look for in this channel, and I won't be reacting to the card tomorrow because I'll be on a train to Wokingham, and I don't have the time unless I stream it on the train and then react to it on the train. I probably won't be doing that. It's quite awkward to vlog on a train. Imagine a train station. It looks more like a phone call then. On a train, it's a bit more of an intimate space. So you might not see me tomorrow, and if I can do it tomorrow, I'm unlikely to have a chance to do it the weekend if I'm on this course. So I might have to watch and react to it on Monday. So yeah, I will see you tomorrow. Hopefully next Wednesday. So thanks for watching, and now I get to play the Vanity card. If I press the button right, I'm trying to press it whilst I'm trying to press it whilst I'm looking at the camera, but my pad is down here, so I'm like, am I pressing the right?